Hello, welcome to another week's weekly vlog. I'm not usually this made up on a Sunday. I am in my hoodie top now, but I've just filmed a video and I'm thinking about filming another one. But while that one is uploading, I am settling on the sofa with Bert and I'm going to read some books. I have been reading these quick reads. I read the Claire McIntosh The Donor yesterday and I think I gave that 5 stars. And I also read Fresh Beginnings, I think it's called, and that was 10 short stories, which again I loved and gave 4 stars because there are a couple of stories that I didn't particularly like, but it's meant that I've discovered some new authors. So I'm just reading Notting Hill Carnival, A West Side Story, and I'm really disappointed with this. I've heard so many good things about Queenie by Candice Carty-Williams, but I just think this story, it is based on West Side Story about 2 gangs, and West Side Story is just not something that I love. It bores me, this whole, 2 gangs and one falls in love from the other one. It's a trope that I just don't like, so that's why I think it wouldn't matter even if one of my favourite authors had wrote it, I wouldn't like it. Oh, Ernie's come in to steal Bert's space now. I've also started reading Kyra Wilder's Little Bandage Days. This I think is going to be quite harrowing. So to break that up, I am also reading Beth O'Leary's The Flat Share. I'm really excited to get into this, but I'm also really nervous because I think I've got my hopes right up for this one. Everybody's told me how amazing it's going to be, and I just hope it doesn't let me down. So I'm sitting on the floor in my living room. I am going to get back into yoga, I have decided, and so I've got Ernie with me here watching. The TV is behind you, and today I'm just going to attempt a short kind of 10-minute yoga. My goal is for the next 30 days to get on the mat every day, even if it's only for 10 minutes. So today I'm going to do a Psyche Truth Yoga for Beginners, and I will link it down below. So let's go. Okay, so I've changed my mind. That was just a video that was going to show poses, and I already know how to do the poses. So I think I'm going to go back to Yoga with Adrian because she's somebody that I think everybody on YouTube knows, and I followed her videos before. Okay, seriously, I don't know how anybody does yoga with the cats around because this one is just attacking me as I try and do anything. Oi! Stop it! Stop attacking me! Let me do my yoga! Let me do my yoga! So I got about a 10-minute yoga stretch done until Ernie started attacking me. I think tomorrow I'm going to try and do it while they are having their nap or while they're eating their breakfast, because this is really the only room that I can do it in. I can't really shut them anywhere because we're open plan here. Good morning. So I'm really still struggling with fatigue and getting up in the morning. I've just fed the cats hoping that they'd eat their breakfast rather than disturbing my yoga, but Ernie is right here, so you'll probably see him getting in the way. I'm just about to do Yoga with Adrian's Wake Up Yoga because hopefully it will help me feel a bit more awake.
Placement of the hands, so strong connection of the hand to earth.
This is impossible.
And when you're ready, lift the
hips up high, keep the knees bent, and melt your heart back into downward facing dog. This is absolutely impossible with Ernie getting inside my clothes today, as you will have seen. So I've managed to do about 5 minutes of yoga stretching this morning. I think I'm going to have to clear a space upstairs in the bedroom to get my yoga mat out properly. It's quite funny, but it's also quite frustrating. So, as is often the case with chronic illness, I've gone from getting up and feeling a little bit tired to feeling really sick, having really bad stomach cramps and IBS flare, and just feel really sick and horrible. So I've had to cancel going out for lunch today, and I've just got onto the sofa with my blanket and I'm going to read some books. Chronic illness does have its perks at times. It's a good job I've really got into reading again. I look really pale again as well. So, yeah. So, I don't know if you can see. Oh, yeah, you can. The boys are here on the sofa. So, I'm just putting on Yoga with Adrian's Movement Medicine Calm, and I'm going to give that a go. And we'll see if they behave. I'm pretty sure that at least one of them will get up as soon as I start trying to stretch. So I've just done another 5-minute practice. The boys were very good and both stayed there watching me. I would normally not bother. I would beat myself up and say, well, if I can't do the full 20 minutes, then what's the point in doing it at all? But so that's 2 kind of 5-minute blasts already today, and I'm really enjoying it. It is before 9 a.m. and I am up and I am dressed. And that is pretty much unheard of for me. I thought that I would just talk to you this morning while I'm getting ready. So if I'm looking over here, it's because I'm looking at my mirror. But I just wanted to fill you in on a couple of things that have been happening the last few days. So I had a couple of days of feeling completely awful. I felt completely drained, completely down. And then Monday night, I have a cat scratching at the bath. Stop it! Monday night, I felt like I was having period pain. Now, I have no uterus, I have no ovaries, I have no womb, so there is nothing down there that could be cramping. But all the symptoms added up. I was crazy for chocolate, I was crazy moody, and I was doing some research on it, and it can be a phenomenon, a bit like when amputees can still feel their legs even though they've gone. So I'm hoping it's just because I've only just started estrogen and my body's taken the sudden hike in estrogen to feel like my period. But I'm going to be keeping an eye on it because it was horrendous, the pain. And I thought that probably explains why for the past few days my mental health had dipped a bit. So yesterday I had to go and have my dressing done, and again the dressing was great. I have 2 cats here that are desperate for their breakfast, but they have to wait. Yeah, my dressing is looking good, and I had to go into town to do some errands. So I texted my friend Vicky and just said, are you around? I'm going to be in town. And we went for paninis, which was lovely. I had a look in the charity shops. I did get one thing yesterday. And then last night I went to see Military Wives at the cinema, and oh my God, that was my favourite film of the year so far. All the other films I've seen this year have been a little bit meh, but I loved it. So today I'm off to Loughborough and I'm possibly going to go and see it again. So, yeah. Oh, Mummy, please, can I have my breakfast? set off all my symptoms today. Hot flush time. Number 1 fan. I've just got to the cinema. I'm seeing Fantasy Island, which is supposed to be scary, and there's only me in the cinema. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. So, vlogging kind of went a little bit out of the window. I've been feeling really crap, and I don't think it's because of the coronavirus panic that's been going on. I think with my hormones and everything, I was already feeling a little bit up and down, but then this has just, I don't know, but I've really enjoyed the past couple of days not going out, and I've still been going to my doctor's appointment. My doctor's has cancelled most of the face-to-face appointments, but I had to go for a blood test today, and it was like the apocalypse in there. All the leaflets and everything had been removed. All the chairs were spaced out so you couldn't sit next to anybody. But I have really been prioritising my self-care. As you'll have seen at the beginning of the video, I started to do some yoga. That has trailed off the past couple of days, but I'm going to have my lunch. I've got the soup maker on, and then I'm going to get back to it. But I just really wanted to give you an update with my health, because I'm going back to work on Friday. It's been 9 weeks since my surgery. Originally, I was going to take 12 weeks off, but as you probably know, I work in the NHS, and there's kind of, I work on the bank. Without going into too much detail, I found it really hard to hold down a permanent job within the NHS in the last few years because their sickness targets are ridiculous, and I was always punished really for having a chronic health condition, but we won't go into that. So I work on the bank, so I choose my own shifts, and there's 2 wards that I really enjoy working on. There's a good team there, and I feel like part of the team. One which I'm actually looking at applying for a permanent job on soon, and the one ward is now like the coronavirus hub. So yeah, I'm going right back into the thick of it. I can't just sit at home not going in and helping out. That's just not my nature. So yeah, I go back to work on Friday. I'm just trying to make a batch of soup because I want to try and limit as much as I can any risk. I know that working in the NHS is really safe, actually. I was saying to someone the other day, they asked me if I was worried about going back, and I said not really, because even if I know that all my patients have got the virus, I know that they've got it, and visiting times are restricted, etc. I just think we all need to do as we're told. The supermarkets are ridiculous at the moment. I went the other night with Tom. We do our shopping, and we also shop for our 93-year-old Nana. So we thought we'd go up at kind of 10:15 at night, and even then there was empty shelves. We were fine. The only thing that I couldn't get is soya milk, which I've managed to pick up at the Co-op. But I do get, it's that thing of the people that are the poor and the most vulnerable in our society are going to suffer the most, because little things like the only bread that we could get was Tesco's finest sourdough bread, which, don't get me wrong, I like, but I think I paid £1 something for that loaf when I usually buy Tesco's Toasty, which is 40p, as well as cat food. My cats are loving it because they usually get Tesco's own brand cat food, which I think we pay £8 for 40 sachets, and we had to buy Felix As Good As It Looks, which I think was £11. So, you know, our shop this week was more expensive than we usually pay, but I got some good old fish fingers in the freezer. So yeah, I'm just trying to, I don't know, I think I see it from all angles. Like, I understand almost why some people are panic buying. I get it. And it did feel very much when we went and the whole bread aisle was pretty much empty. You do get that feeling of like, oh shit, what's going to happen if I can't get X, Y and Z? But what do we do? So I decided I want to put a little bit of joy out into the world, let's put it that way. And in my wildest dreams box this month, I got Sheena Camel's Fight Like a Girl, which I already read and already have a copy of. So I'm going to keep the copy that I was sent because it's orange and I need more orange books on my rainbow. But I would like to gift this proof copy of it to someone, and I will also throw in some other little goodies in there. All you have to do to enter is leave a comment below and tell me one thing that you're grateful for, or a happy story, or something that'll make me smile. That's all I want from you, and I will draw this in next week's weekly vlog. Although it is Wednesday now, I'm going to finish this vlog here and upload it on Saturday as a kind of belated last week's weekly vlog, and I'm going to start my new vlog from today. So I hope you're all well. I hope you're all looking after yourself. If you go onto Instagram, my DMs are always open, always happy to chat. If you just need to rant or talk about anything just to take your mind off it, I'm here. So until next time, look after yourselves.